What's going on, everybody, and welcome to another episode of The Other Side of the Firewall, where we talk about the latest and greatest in cybersecurity news, as well as we highlight those movers and shakers and glass ceiling breakers, those people of color who've made it to the other side of the proverbial firewall. My name is Ryan Williams, and as always, I'm joined by Shannon Tynes.
What's up? What's up?
And LeVon Maynard.
What up?
What is going on? So if you're tuning in, this is episode should be 96, if I did my math correctly. And we're so near 100. So next rundown will be episode 100. So, definitely a pretty big milestone for us. So please continue to like, share, and subscribe. If you are a continued subscriber, you know that this episode has nothing to do with cybersecurity, unless somebody's studying for something, which I am not. And
2 for 2.
So it'll only be about the things that we consumed over the week, TV shows, movies, things of that nature. So we like to have fun on this episode of the podcast. So without further ado, what have you guys been into? What have you been watching, doing, etc. Throughout the week?
For myself, it's been a little bit of Groundhog's Day. I've been just chilling out. Been watching some series here and there, some movies. I watched what I watched. I've been watching Shield, Marvel's Agents of Shield. Watching a little bit of that. I'm playing some Yakuza. Played some Hades, which was pretty fun. Me and the wife been watching. We watched Lego Masters. It's a series on it's like on Fox, I guess, but it played on Hulu. But it's pretty much all these groups of people, these like Lego masters that put together like random structures, random like characters or whatever. They have like a theme for each week. It's actually pretty entertaining. It's fun to see them, how I guess how talented a lot of people are with their craftsmanship with the Legos. But been enjoying that. Like I said, I played some Hades, which is pretty cool. It's kind of one of those games where you're like, if you die, you kind of start from the beginning. But you get to keep some of your upgrades. Like if you get leveled up, you get stronger as you go along. But so you most likely get further and further as you strengthen your character. But if you die, then you end up going back to the beginning. Got to start from the beginning. But it's not like overly long if you were able to make it to the end, which I was able to do it. It's not like a super long game, I suppose. You probably do it in like half an hour or something like that to an hour or something like that, get through the whole dungeon. But it gives you like incentive, like after you get out and you want to like, it starts you back to the beginning, and then you want to go back through it again to unlock some other things to like progress some of the story. So it's pretty cool. I downloaded and I played a little bit of 12 minutes. I haven't like got a chance to really like get into like I played it, but I haven't got to a point where like I haven't like completed it, I guess. But I've gotten like I got pretty far into it, I think. But I got like solve the mystery and kind of get out this like time loop. But it's been pretty cool. But besides that, I've just been kind of chilling out, hanging out with the wife. We went out to brunch earlier today. Follow like all the COVID, requirements and make sure we stayed masked up for the majority of the meal. And then, before the food got there. And then once we got there, we got unmasked and ate our meal and put our mask back on. And everything was like nicely blocked off. So it was felt pretty safe because I like to stay safe in these uncertain times, with the Delta variant going around. So we took the necessary protocols. But with that, it's been a pretty good week for me. How about you guys?
So did you watch What If this week?
Oh, I did watch What If. Yeah,
okay.
I did. Yeah. I figured we could. Yeah, I know that's going to be a topic for us as well. But yeah,
I think Ryan might have been the first one of us, and the warning he gave kind of true for me. So like, here's the thing: I still liked it, right? So What If there's only done 3 of them, right, so far. Of the 3, I like this one the least, but I still liked it. But it was because it was weird. Like Ryan gave the warning. He was like, "Yeah, watch What If. It's weird." Would you say it's weird, but I like weird, right? Or something like that.
Yep.
And I was like, it had me suspect. I was like, oh man, I don't know, but no, it was weird. but it was a little interesting, but I like it the least of the three, but I still liked it.
Yeah.
But that's a good series, man. Like I'm hoping, I'm hoping they tie them all together. So like this is actually a part of the new phase of Marvel as well, right? So this is after the events of what have happened with Loki, from what I read.
Right.
Mm.
The
Right. So
multiverse.
right. So you got multiverse stuff happening to where you never know. Like it could, come up in the end or whatever, right? And like it could be one of those things where we may see Kang, at the end or something along those lines, whatever it may be.
Mhm.
But no, what if I watched I haven't really watched anything new. I have a couple of my children got sick, not COVID, right? But a couple of my children got sick this week. So it was kind of, come home and do a little bit for them. You know what I mean? My wife does all the heavy lifting when it comes to that, but I wasn't really
Mm.
watching any shows or anything. This morning, I find myself wanting to watch old stuff again that I haven't seen in a while. Like I watched Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Mhm.
It was one of the ones, like I thought the first Guardians was better, but Guardians of the Galaxy 2 I watched. um Again, I watch stuff that's safe, right? So like my wife and kids, whenever the children are in the room, because that's what ends up happening, right? They're not feeling too good, so they kind of up under mom,
Yeah.
what I mean? But
Right.
so yeah, so I didn't really watch anything new this week that I can think of. There is something I'm going to watch this coming week, possibly tomorrow with the wife. It's got John Cena and Rel Howery in it. Vacation Friends, I think it's the name of it.
Oh yeah, I
Oh,
seen the trailer.
I saw the trailer and I was like, I'm going to watch that. But
Mm.
we were supposed to
Oh,
watch
I
it
did.
Friday
Yeah.
and it didn't happen. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to
No,
interrupt.
no,
I,
go
I
ahead.
just remembered now that I know exactly which one you're talking about because I did see the trailer. I added to the queue on
Yeah.
Hulu.
Yeah. So it looks hilarious. I've seen John Cena play that type of guy before in other movies as well. What's the one? Is it Blockers? Is the one where the children are going to prom with John
Yeah,
Cena? I don't know if you ever seen
yeah.
that. That's
I've
that's
I've never
Seen that
seen
one.
it. I've never seen it. I heard it was
yeah,
hilarious though.
that's hilarious. Yeah, that's funny. It's the same type of thing, right? I think it's funny because he's so big. You know what I mean? Like he's so muscular.
Right.
Stuff he does, it's just like wow, really. But yeah, I
Yeah.
plan on watching that this coming week. But this past week, I didn't really do much. I did play some more God of War. I mean that thing just looks amazing. It's a PS4 game on PS5, but I'm like, man, I don't know what they did to make this look better and make it feel better, but
Right.
man, like it looks good. Again, when I first started, I was like, I'll play an hour just to see what it looks like, and then pop one of these new ones in or something. But that's
Right.
the only one I played so far, and it's
You
getting
were
some
hooked.
run. It's getting some run, yeah.
Right.
Have
For
you
a
played
game
that?
I already beat.
Yeah, for a game you already beat. Have you
Yeah.
played the Astro's Playroom?
No,
You
I
got
I,
on
know-
yet?
I see it on there, but like I
Yeah.
said, I haven't done anything else on
Yeah.
there.
It's quick. It's quick, but like
Yeah, it's a short
you'll
game.
like it's pretty impressive what can be done with the controller.
Yeah,
You be like, yo, this is wild. So
yeah,
hopefully they actually do that stuff though.
Right.
yeah.
Because it's just really a tech demo
It's
at the
it's
end of
up
the day.
it's up for the developers to take advantage of that. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Right.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. No, that's what's up. Like so I don't have Hulu anymore. So you have to let me know how that goes.
Oh
Uh,
dang. Oh man, no
Yeah.
Hulu.
No, man, like there was a gap where I didn't watch nothing that week. I was like, you know what? Don't need this no more. Gone.
Right, right.
Oh,
You don't waste the money.
Yeah.
okay.
I'll cut off a
Dang.
subscription so fast.
Right. You don't even mess around. I was gonna say.
Like it's
It took you
gone.
it took you a week to shut it down. Like, oh, this nothing. I didn't watch it this week. Oh, I'm shutting it down.
It's gone. Keep
Like that. I'll give it a couple
keep the
weeks.
$8 or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, the $8 a month.
Back in my pocket.
Still $8 saved. It's still $8
Yep.
Right, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this week's been interesting, man. Like so I watched the two what ifs. I watched the episode 2, episode 3. Episode 2 being my favorite with what if T'Challa, and it's not spoilers in the trailer. What if T'Challa was Star-Lord instead of, Black Panther, was great.
Yeah.
It was Chadwick Boseman's. I think they said he's in 3 episodes or something like that, but this was his
Oh, okay.
main episode. Like, so he'll be voiced in a couple other episodes, but this
Yeah.
was his episode basically.
Right.
Remarkable job. It was great. It's actually like I'm like, man, that would have been a better franchise. And I like Guardians of the Galaxy,
Right.
but
Right.
yeah, like he I mean, anything he plays does great. And I watched episode 3 again. Weird, but it was more of the universe we know but just in a different way. Um, so I would suggest still watching it. Again, not the best of three, but still very good. And I think almost everybody reprised their roles except for like two people.
So
Mm.
it was a few people that were not. So I'm noticing as it goes on, it's less and less people
Yeah,
reprising their roles, right? So like, um, who was it? I was looking at it in
like
Black
so.
Widow. Black Widow was not Scarlett
Yeah,
Johansson. It was Lake Bell.
Right.
She does a lot of voice acting. She does
right.
Ivy on Harley Quinn on HBO
Yeah,
Max. Right?
yeah.
She does
Okay.
that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And who was the other? There was another one that was one of the main ones that was not. Clark Gregg was Clark Gregg. It was Samuel L. Jackson.
It was Loki. Loki was Loki.
Yeah, Loki was Loki.
Lady Sif was Lady Sif.
Yep.
It was Pym was
Iron
Pym.
Man.
It was the
I think
Iron Man.
so.
Yeah, yep.
Iron
But
Man. That's what it was.
but
Yeah.
Iron Man was voiced by the actor who does the Iron Man in the anime series.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
I didn't know that.
Gotcha.
so he's
He
he's
sounded
still
just like him, actually.
yeah. That's what everybody says. It's like it sounded like
Yeah. Robert Downey Jr.
yeah, he sounded like him, but he actually does the voice for all the other Iron Men
Okay.
that are animated. So they kept it in the family for that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good. I liked it. It was a murder mystery, kind of.
Yeah, I have to say it's very similar. Yeah, it's like, yeah, who did it? Like, who's done it?
And
Who's
I
done
did
with
not
what weapon?
expect. I did not expect who did it. I was like, oh, okay.
Right,
Well,
right.
there was a part like when they open a folder, I was like, they show something that I was like, oh, that's who it is, because they made it seem like that person was no longer there, but it was close. It was still somebody that was related to
Right.
the culprit, but I was like, that's who it is. But yeah,
Yeah. So I thought that was good. A marathon, WandaVision, which I'm glad I did it that way. The first 2-3 episodes are pretty slow, like still good television and what have you, but I watched it in a different order. So I watched action packed, Falcon and Winter Soldier. I watched action packed Loki, and then I watched WandaVision. So marathon, it was the right way to go. I thought it was good. I look forward to seeing how they integrate the Scarlet Witch back into the MCU with Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, X, Y, and Z. So I see there's some hooks there.
I think the Multiverse of Madness, which is the Doctor Strange one, I think they have made it. Loki really opened it up to where they could do so much more now, right? Because like when it comes to comics, there's always those different storylines, right, that they can start bringing in. Because even with Marvel, they've brought in some people that were not in the original storylines how they were, right? So like, I was talking. I work with a guy who's very much into comics, like been reading them for decades, and he was talking about how, and again, this is comic stuff, but in Ant-Man, Hope was not the daughter, was not the daughter of Janet and Hank. Is that her mom's name? Janet Van Dyne, right?
I
And
think
Hank,
so.
yeah. So like Hope was somebody from the future or something like that.
Oh,
right?
okay.
Yeah, was
Gotcha.
not actually their daughter. So like they took some license with that as well. So, but yeah, like Marvel's done that with other things as well, you know what I mean? But yeah, so I mean, with it being the Multiverse of Madness, like there could be all types of ways they can go with this, which I'm actually ready to see. Like I want to see how they do it, because it could be
Right.
like I've already seen some of the stories where they got people from different iterations of the stories and whatnot. Like you got the Sony Spider-Man that may show up in this for Marvel, even if it's as a cameo, like real quick, right?
Yeah.
But the multiverse, right? So it could just be flashing through just really quick. All of a sudden you see Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. You know what I mean? Like stuff.
I heard people talking about that too.
Yeah.
So,
I'm trying to not look at the internet because I don't want to get spoiled.
Right.
Did you guys see the trailer for the new Spider-Man? That's all
I did. Yeah.
Whew. Man,
Yeah,
And that's
pretty
is
dope.
that so? What's the timeline for this fall? I'm getting off track. For this fall, it's going to be the Eternals. It's going to be Spider-Man, but there's something in between, right? Is it Doctor Strange or is that next year?
Doctor Strange, I think is next year. Doctor
Next
Strange
year.
is next year, yeah.
But
Eternals is
there's two more
fall.
then. There's two more this year then.
Well, it's
Eternals and
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Okay, gotcha.
December 17th. Yeah.
Okay.
So don't forget about Shang-Chi.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
So there's three
That's
more.
coming
There's
up.
three more. Yeah.
Shang-Chi's
So
next week, actually, September 3rd.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then there's Venom. Venom coming out in October.
I thought it got pushed. It's still on this year.
Oh, did it get pushed? I'm looking
I
at
heard it got
some
pushed.
article
Yeah.
that shows it on October 15th, but unless it's like something new.
Yeah, I thought it got moved
Yeah,
too.
I thought I got bumped to next year.
Let me see.
But yeah, man, it's gonna be crazy. Like I look forward to like because I need a break. Because I think I talked about it last year when we were talking about the podcast. Like like a decade of movies, they're still great, but I was like, I need a break. And then I ushered in the pandemic. I'm so sorry to the
Yeah.
world where we didn't get any movies for almost a year. I think it was about a year, and then we got Black Widow, and now we're starting to get the rest. Because it used to be like 3 movies, 4 movies every year. Marvel, you had to be locked in, or else you'd miss out.
Mhm.
So now after the apocalypse, I'm definitely ready for these movies to drop. Uh, so I watched Free Guy. I thought it was pretty good. I don't know if you guys saw it or not.
Haven't seen that one yet.
I have a theater that's literally 2 minutes down the street from me. So when these movies drop, I just go. That's $6. Why not? Free Guy, I would say great family film. It's like a what if episode. Like what if you dropped Ryan Reynolds in the Fortnite, the movie. Has some crazy cameos that are Marvel inspired. You'd be like, how did they get that?
Right.
But I thought it was fun. I don't know if it's take your whole family for $100 fun, but definitely if you're interested in Ryan Reynolds, just being Ryan Reynolds in a different situation, I liked it. Somewhat incoherent, but again, it's have you ever played Fortnite or watched it? It's
Right.
pretty
Right.
incoherent. So it's just family fun. And then I've actually consumed a lot this week. I've been watching Boondocks, catching up. I'm still in season 1, working my way through it. Hilarious. I'm like, why did I not watch this in real time? And then I watched Candyman last night. Really good. Not scary. I remember being terrified watching the first Candyman. I was not scared this time, but it wasn't supposed to be scary. Like it's supposed to be scary, but not scary at the same time. Like it's one of those situations where it's produced like when it comes up, is Braun uh, is producing it. It's Monkey Paw. So you got
Jordan Peele.
yeah, Jordan Peele involved, and then I believe I think it was a woman of color who directed it. And then it actually has cameos in it, predominantly black cast. There's a few other people as well of different nationalities. But I'm trying to think of a way to frame it. They basically made, like without spoiling it, I want to frame it without spoiling it. They basically made Candyman into a serious franchise. I could see a Candyman coming out every couple of years. From what they built. Like if you watch the original, like I was out to watch the original again, it was lacking a little bit. It was still, you know what I mean? Like it was your basic scary movie. Like no, they've expounded upon what the urban legend is in this movie. So I thought that was good. A multiverse of Candyman, if you will.
Right.
But there's a couple jump scares, but for the most part, it was like it a, a pretty good blend of the black experience with supernatural elements. So like it's like your Get Out, but more supernatural. So I liked it. I enjoyed it. Like at the end, there isn't a hidden scene per se, but at the end credits, like they split the screen and they have like a story being told while the credits are rolling, which plays into the movie that you just watched. And I actually sat there and I watched it. Like lights came on and everything. And I finished the credits to see all the different scenes. You're like, I see where they're going. I see where they're going with this. And I wasn't the only one. Like there was a group of people who did get up and walked out, but the rest of us sat there and actually watched it unfold. And it's not live actors. It's like a puppet show, but creepy.
Oh,
so,
damn.
Yeah. So I enjoyed it. But again, if you go in there to be scared, I don't think you're going to be scared. I don't think it was a scary movie. Like, you know what I mean? Like in that vein, like it's not like I can't even think of a scary movie nowadays.
Right.
Like The Conjuring or anything like that.
Yeah, it's not quite that, but can see a franchise that continues on in the future. So I enjoyed it. I'm not gonna front. Everybody might not though.
Mm-hmm. Right.
That's my disclaimer.
Sounds like you're saying it's weird, Ryan.
little
one. I
weird,
like
little
weird.
weird, little weird, little weird. But I definitely enjoyed it. It makes me want to go back and watch the original Candyman because I thought it was a remake, and it's a rebuild. It's like Final Fantasy VII remake, where it's like, is this a sequel?
Mm.
Well, and then at the end, you're like, it is a sequel.
Right. Right.
Yeah. So
So
Yeah,
I've never actually seen the original, believe it or not.
I can't remember all of it. Yeah, like I know a lot of people. Like for me, it was middle school. Like I was in. I remember us doing Candyman in the Mirror, like dummies. Third grade, maybe third or fourth grade is when Candyman came out for me, and being terrified. But I can't remember.
Way far back. It couldn't have been that long ago.
Really? Yeah, I remember being in like young grade school, like maybe at max fifth grade, at max.
Wow. Okay.
So I don't remember all of it, but they showed enough. Like the movie inspired me to be like, I need to go back and watch it.
Right.
There's some stuff here I need to process. But I thought it was good, and then I think that's pretty much all I consumed throughout the week. I've been inspired to start studying again. I'm not going to do it. Oh. Not this week, but I'm writing down a plan of study. I need to get back into books. I got to knock some stuff out with the funds my employer gives me before I move on to my civilian life. So
that's right. Take advantage of it while you can.
Yeah. So I took a pretty good break. It was good. It felt great. So I need to jump back into books though, at some point. And I ran to a co-worker. He had the 12 hour or whatever. And I was like, oh, okay. You haven't been talking about it, but it was on his coffee table. I was like, okay, I know what you're doing. Is it the 11th hour or the 12th hour?
11th hour.
11, yeah. So he had the 11th hour on his coffee table. I was like, okay, all right. I see what you're doing. I ain't gonna harass you like I do Shannon.
Right.
I've definitely got to get to it because I've rescheduled. I've given them more money than I should have just rescheduling it. So like I got to get in there, you know what I mean, and do what I need to do. I'm hoping I get back in there and maybe my brain is refreshed and it's like, oh yeah, we could pick this back up again. But
right.
Man, I see that 11th hour a few times a week, and I'm just like, should I crack that open? Nah, sorry.
Right. I'm good. I got my new PS5. I don't think I need to worry about that right now. I'm good.
Yeah, I don't treat it like a Atreus. I don't be like, come here, boy.
Right. I always thought that was so interesting in that game. Just like how he treats his son. It's like it's such a cool like little dynamic, but they're like, come here, boy. And like he tries to be like he's like rude, but he's also like a father figure. He like really like he cares, you can tell he cares for him, but it's just like, come here, boy. Shut up, boy.
He gets more affectionate.
He gets softer.
Right.
But yeah, man, it is funny though. In the beginning, it's just like boy. Like boy. Call his name.
Yeah, like who is he?
You're a boy.
Yeah, you're doing it wrong, boy. It's such a good game, though.
Yeah, I need to play through it again, actually. But I'm gonna wait. I got a raffle ticket to PS5 here with my location. Fingers crossed. It's my PS5.
Oh dang! Hey, you might get a chance. I don't know how many people are in the pot, but there might be opportunity there. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I walked in into the store the other day, and they actually had a Series S sitting on the shelf. No controllers. So my very generous, lovely wife shipped me the controller and Cyberpunk. So could take 2 weeks, could take 2 weeks, could take 6 weeks. We'll see. Whenever it pops in, but she found time in her very busy schedule. The kids and COVID and all that other nonsense to put in the mail for me. So I'm very appreciative. As soon as I get it, I can play 12 minutes. Can't wait. very excited about playing that.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm
I
enjoying it.
stopped. I stopped playing Hades. It's not that it's not a good. It's a fantastic game. It's a lot of fun. I hate losing, and the whole game's about losing.
Right. It's about
Rogue
dying and yeah.
roguelites are rough. Like I'm gonna jump back into it, but roguelites are rough. I was playing that and Moonlighter at the same time, so I think it was the double roguelike. I don't know if you know what that is, Shannon. A roguelike is basically you play the game and you're meant to fail as you get so like you get better at playing the game is how you pass the game. So like I don't know how long Hades really is in real time. It probably is like 30 minutes, but I've been playing it for probably 6 7 hours because you suck and you develop skills, you get better. Like I think I made it to like the third tier of hell. I think I made it to like Elysium, and then I died again. And I was just like, you know what? I'll put this down. I haven't picked it back up for
Mhm.
a couple months.
Right. Right.
Same thing with Moonlighter. Like you go into dungeons and it's risk reward. Like the further you get in the dungeon, they're like, hey, you can get out right now if you want to with all this
Right.
loot, or you can go a little bit further. And the further you go, the more the rewards become. But then if you
Mhm.
die,
You
lose it
lose
all.
everything. I haven't played
So
that one. It's called Moonlighter.
yeah, Moonlighter. So I think it's the name of the shop you run. So it's a different take on the RPG. You are the shopkeeper. So like you know how you walk into a shop in RPG and you buy stuff? That's your
Mhm.
job, but you get your stuff by going into dungeons at night. Or you can
Ah,
go during the day as well, but like the day is when people would come and buy your stuff. So again, risk reward, right? So if you want good loot, you go at night, and at night the mobs are harder to defeat. And the
mm,
further you go, the better the rewards. But if you die, you wake back
right.
up in your room and you lost all of it.
Mm.
Dang.
So
Yeah.
that's a
Yeah.
roguelike. Uh,
Yeah. I'm not like I personally am not really big into those type of games, but I enjoy playing Hades. Like even though I was dying, I honestly I didn't die too much. I mean, I think by the time I completed it, I died like I think it's at 16 or 17 times. Um, but I
you
thought
beat
that was
the you
pretty
beat the whole
decent.
game in 16,
Yeah.
16 tries? Oh
Yeah. I
man.
think it was like 16 or
You
17 tries.
you on a different you on a different level. I've died at least I can't even count countless times. And I've only made it to Elysium.
I think at the one that I completed, like I had a great like set of like boons or whatever you want to call them. I
Right,
think
right.
I think one of the two of my favorite boons that really help keep you alive is they both come from I think Athena, the shield, one with the shield. I think that's Athena, uh, but she gives you one that you can do the Athena call when you have the full energy, and you get like your uh, invincible, and you can just like melee the characters or whatever. But then you can also get another one where it reduces your HP by I want to say like 60%, but it gives you uh, every attack you land gives you +2 health, like
Oh,
restores your health. So you can heal yourself if you more bad like you if you lose 10 HP points in a fight. If you hit some character like 5 times, you restore your health. Um, so they help keep me alive. So sometimes I would like get into a boss fight and it beat me up and my health's getting low. But then I just use the Athena's call, get the shield around me, and then I just melee them until my health's restored. And at the same time, I'm killing them. But
nice.
it's kind of like a little double whammy. But that helped me like get through all the way. And I don't want to spoil like what happens towards the end, but it helped me get through all the bosses. And
Huh. Okay. Like yeah,
yeah,
you had a amazing run. You should have recorded that because I
yeah.
terrible apparently.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad
I
for me.
be
I don't,
getting I be
yeah.
getting whooped in this game. So
I, so I like the I ended up beating it with his sword, but I also like the his staff. The staff seems like it works very
yeah,
well for me, especially if you get certain rolls on it. You can like change some of the attacks and make it even deadlier. But yeah. I don't like his bow so much. The bow is pretty slow, and I forgot the other thing, like his
right.
shield. He has like a shield thing
Yeah,
because you can
and
swap the weapons between. Yeah,
he gets gauntlets also. Like
yeah. I haven't.
you can beat people up and what have you. But yeah,
Yeah.
my favorite is the spear because
Hmm.
the range and whatnot. Like I had one that
Right.
was like a homing rocket was the home. Like I would throw it and it would actually hone in on the enemy and blow up.
Yeah.
That was the when I got to Elysium. That was my best one. But yeah, man,
Yeah.
I think now I got the secret recipe. I'm gonna be looking out for that one.
Right. Right. You got the yeah. Now you know the right boons to get.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm just waiting for the controller. I haven't been doing much with the PS4. Mostly watching YouTube videos and stuff like that. I saw that Halo comes out on December 8th. I'm excited.
Oh,
Um, Pretty
you,
pumped about that. Yeah.
you see that new Xbox Series X Halo
Yeah.
edition that's
I'm
coming
like, I'm
out?
like, I'm like, yeah, something I'll never see in real life.
Right.
Oh, because I like I don't know if you saw me on social media. I was uh a little heated. I just bought a controller. I bought the basic black controller to replace the really jacked up one I showed last week. And then the next day they show off the new Halo controller, and I'm like,
Right. Like, dang. Where was this at?
I would have bought that.
Right.
But
Right.
it's all good. But then they showed off the new Series X with the whole aesthetic, the Halo 20th anniversary aesthetic. I'm like, I want that one.
Right.
Since I don't have one, but will I ever see it? Probably not.
Right. Right. It's I don't know. It's gonna be one of those ones that are very hard to get. And I don't know
Yeah.
how long they're gonna be running it. I know it's a kind of a limited edition thing, but uh sometimes they just say that so people get more hyped up about it. But it looks pretty
The,
badass.
and all Series X's are limited edition.
Right. I know, right? At this point, it's like,
I've not seen one, not one in real life, not one. I've seen a PS5 in real
right.
life. I've seen Series S's from time to time. I've never seen a Series X ever on a store shelf.
Mm. Yeah. Eh, it's hard to come by. But I've been seeing like there's a guy on Twitter. I still follow him even though I don't already have the consoles, but he announces like every time they come out in Target or Walmart. And I can send you his like Facebook or his Twitter, but if you just have alert set up for him, that's pretty much all he does on his Twitter. Is just like he does like restocks for game consoles and video cards, and he'll announce it as soon as something's like on Target, at Target or Walmart or wherever on Amazon. He'll post it on his thing, and if you have alert set up, it'll come right into your thing, and you can snag it.
Okay.
But yeah, that's I've seen quite a few opportunities on there. And that's a couple that I sent to you, Shannon, and you as well. But some of the options I saw on there, it's like, oh, it looks like the PS5's in stock on Walmart. Let me go and send you guys a link. But it's it's still kind of hard to come by. You just got to be quick. That's the only way you're gonna be able to grab it now. But maybe like next year, hopefully, things pick up and it's a little bit easier for people to get consoles.
Yeah,
but I guess we'll see.
That's the hope. We'll see what happens. I can see it because like I said, like every now and then I walk in the store and I'll see a Series S sitting on the shelf. So there's a chance things will slow down. Then I can hopefully find a television that's reasonably sized and priced for out
Right.
here. So
yeah,
we'll see how that goes.
You get you one of those LG, like get like a 48-inch like C1 or CX.
Oh
you seen those?
yeah.
You don't have to,
C10 would be C10 would be or CX C10 would be the had C9s here. So they those are the Samsung OLEDs that do all the, like it's all the bells and whistles and what have you. One dropped, like literally one. And somebody scooped it up. Like he told me he got it. I was like, where'd you get it from? He was like, oh, I got it from the store. I was like, I was like, is there more there? He was like, no.
I got the only one.
I got the only one. The only one. But what surprised me here is that they actually do have TCLs. So they have they only have the 4 and 5 series. Like, so I have a 6 series at home, 75-inch. They only have the 4 and 5s, but their 4 and 5s are the latest 4 and 5s. So like mine is like the 2019 Series 6, and they do sell the 4 and 5 2020s, and I believe the biggest one is the 2021, but they're just not the right size. I can't justify that. Like, there's no place for me to, like, when I return home, there's no place for me to put it. You know what I mean? Like, I already have that size television, so I'm just waiting. It'll hit one day. I'll walk in there.
Yeah.
There's going to be a 55-inch for a reasonable price. I'll scoop it up.
Yeah, that's your chance right there. Get the latest and greatest.
Yeah. I sent you guys the link to 85-inch for next year.
Yeah.
That's what I want. That's what I want for the house. But
right.
I got some time before I get back to the house, so I can't buy it right now.
Right. You gotta wait.
Chan shakes his head and it just disdain.
that is just not a good viewing experience for me. Like I have my 75-inch down here that I have in the basement, and I'm like, that's big enough. Like I can only imagine 10 more inches diagonally. I'm like, that's no.
You need
Like
to be able to like move your like have to move your head to
There's
see each side of the
yeah,
screen. Like
no such thing as too big. I'm sorry.
right.
It's not.
I was
It's
gonna
not. It's not
say
an argument. It's not. It's not
got,
argument. It's not an
gotta take
argument.
Shannon's
I'm willing to
yeah,
accept.
right. You gotta take
I,
Shannon's man card. You're like, what
I
the heck? What are
know.
you talking about? Too big.
Look, LeVon, I don't know if I ever told you this, but the TV I replaced this one with, Ryan actually helped me bring it in the house, right? When I was back
Mm.
in Virginia. And when we brought it in, my wife was sitting there and she was like, well, why didn't you get the bigger one? And like he
Right.
grabbed it and started pulling back towards the
Yep.
door.
I
Like
was
we
like,
were like
time,
we were
time to go
like,
back to Best Buy.
like we were gonna go
Right.
back to Best Buy.
Right. We
I
gotta
was
go
like,
get the
no,
bigger
no,
one.
no. This is large enough. Like for the room that we're in, it's large enough. He was like, hey, let's go. She gave you the go
Right. She
ahead.
gave you
Let's go.
yeah.
I
She
was
gave you the
just
okay.
like,
Come on.
I was like, say less.
Right.
Start packing out the house.
Right. Right. Talk less, smile more.
yeah, yeah, man. So, and
Teach their own.
yeah,
Right, right. I
Teach their
guess
own.
yeah.
I want all the inches. Like so
Right.
wait till they drop the 110s.
Right. 110 inch.
Forget-
I'll get that one.
I'm getting that too. I'm getting
I
that
want it.
too.
I want to fill the whole wall. I want a full wall of TV.
there is a such thing as too much. I know you don't believe that right now, but there is a such a thing as too
No
much.
such thing.
Man.
Like I need to work my way up to that. I need to get in the house and be disappointed. Like, damn, there's a mistake.
Right.
Before,
What did I do?
Before I could see, it's like overlapping with the windows.
Right.
It's like blocking
Right.
sunlight.
Blocking the sunlight coming in.
I'm like, maybe this is a bad idea.
Man, yeah, it can't get yeah, it can't be too big. I mean, it can't. There's no such thing as too big. You gotta like, especially with all these new consoles coming out, you gotta get the full experience.
Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see. Like again, like right now I'm being modest because I want to replace the one in the office. If I'm going to buy something, I want it to be value added when I go home. But yeah, the 85 is on the radar. I don't think that's too big. Don't think so. With time will tell. So we'll see. But I think that takes us to a natural conclusion. It's always a good conversation. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you, LeVon. Thank you for listening. The listeners out there, the viewers out there, for sticking with us for 96 episodes. So it's number 96. Tune in next week where we march to 100. We'll hit 100 before the 1 year mark. So we'll have two milestones. We'll have the episode 100, and then we'll also have the 1 year mark. I believe I got here in November, so I want to say it's the end of November or early December. So yeah, it's exciting times. I can't wait. But yeah, keep tuning in. Hit us up on the socials, like, share, subscribe with your friends. You can reach us at www.theothersideofthefirewall.com, where you get to all of our social pages. You can hit me up personally at RY Security Guy. That's RY Security Guy. I'm on Clubhouse, Twitter, TikTok, and LinkedIn. And LeVon?
And you can hit me up on the Twitters at LeVon Maynard.
There it is. And then 100th episode, we're going to get Shannon to make an account somewhere.
That's right. that's going to be our big thing.
Yeah, like Shannon got an account.
Like
Chris Rock, you got to keep your hands tight. Like
right,
Shannon got an account.
That Chris Rock. I know. So like, you got something wrong with his hands.
So we will see if that probably won't come to fruition. But keep staying tuned. We appreciate your viewership, your listenership, all that good stuff. Stay safe out there, and stay secure.
Take care.
Peace.